Hey guys, welcome back. Willie Creeman here, touching on the NFC South again. We're going to discuss the New Orleans Saints, who finished at 9-8, which was second in the division. I mean, they were a dumpster fire even with 9 wins. I know that's kind of funny to say, but you look at some of the things they did in the offseason, right? They add Chase Young to the defense. I know he's coming off the neck procedure, but he should be cleared and be healthy to go. They cut Michael Thomas, which this kind of needed to happen, right? Like Olave's the dude now, and they really it's his chance to kind of take over with that. Kamara, listen, he had a great season for them. It really was like the lone bright spot on this team, and a pretty rough season. Carr was getting into it with the team in the middle of the season. Hopefully, they're able to kind of figure that out, and he was able to gain the trust back. But you don't want to see him fighting with the offensive linemen during games and stuff like that. I wanted to see them add more to their receiving core, but they did a little bit of that in the draft. But I wish they had done some of that in free agency as well. The defense needed help too. Lattimore was hurt for most of the year, which was just kind of rough seeing him on the injury report every single week. But I wanted to see them add more to the secondary to kind of solidify that. They also did that during the draft too. But they're going to need to be better in order to be able to compete with Atlanta and Tampa Bay in this division. Their biggest free agent addition that they had, I think, has to be Chase Young, right? Not because of how good Chase Young can be, but because what he does for guys like Cam Jordan on the team, right? Like, you can't just tee off on Cam Jordan, double him, and forget about the rest of the defense. Like, you have to respect Chase Young's playmaking ability, and that opens things up for other guys on the field. And they're going to have the potential to absolutely terrorize offensive lines this year. It could be a lot of fun to watch this defense. The worst free agent addition in my mind was Jonathan Abram. Listen, I was a fan of Abram when he came out into the league, but like this guy's just gotten torched, beat up in coverage, and just ran over the last few years. Like this for me was a real head scratching move for a Saints team that really I don't know why they thought he was worth re-signing. It makes no sense to me, but I think they just need to do better with the departure of May. They could have possibly looked at someone like Justin Simmons, Micah Hyde. There were other guys out there that I really thought could have helped this unit quite a bit. Now, in terms of the draft, listen, they were linked to Fashanu out of Penn State, but the Jets ended up taking him, and they instead kind of pivot and they go Fuaga, which I think this guy's just nasty. Like, if you watch him play, like, he's ferocious the way he plays the game. He's definitely going to help them with their offensive line issues that they were having and should shore up one of those tackle spots for them. I really also like the pick of Kool-Aid McKinstry and Spencer Rattler. I think they were both great value picks where they were taken. Spencer Rattler, I think, there was a lot of talk about, like, why he was picked so far past where Bo Nix was. I don't think it's necessarily that Bo Nix was that much better than him, but I think a lot of the teams that really needed to address quarterback did it early in the first round, and then when it came time for him, like, he was an absolute steal for the Saints. So I really think it could be awesome. Means was also a round 5 steal. It should be great. Very good opposite Olave. I'm really excited to see what he's able to bring. But this could be an exciting team depending on how well they address, protection and stuff like that. And if they can keep Derek Carr upright, man, they've got some serious weapons on this offense. They could do some real damage to teams this year.